This is Erica Lopez
and Todd Dickinson from the University of Oklahoma Weather Lab with our weekly regional forecast starting on Friday, February 9th, 2018.
The drought across the region continues to worsen, but will there be some relief in the next few weeks? More details in just a few seconds, so stay tuned.
Beginning with temperature in days 6 to 10, an upper subtropical ridge is forecast over the Gulf of Mexico, which greatly enhances odds for temperatures to be above normal in the southeast. Probabilities are into the 80s in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, and the Carolinas. Ridging aloft is also expected in the west and tilts odds towards above normal. Lastly, an Arctic high-pressure center is forecast to move towards the northern U.S. border. This enhances probabilities for below normal temperature in the High Plains and Great Lakes regions.
For precipitation, ridging aloft favors below normal precipitation in the west, Pacific Northwest, and southeast. Probabilities are as high as 70% in California for below normal precipitation. An upper level low and flow moving up the Rockies increases odds for above normal precipitation in the southwest and in Montana and Wyoming, respectively. A large area of above normal precipitation stretches from Texas through the northeast in association with a potential front.
Looking at days 8 to 14 now, the map is virtually the same as in days 6 to 10. The area favored for below normal temperatures pushes slightly further south in the plains, and above normal areas move accordingly. Probabilities for below normal increased along the Canadian border to the 50s, while southeast probabilities for above normal decreased slightly. Overall temperature anomalies for the week are forecast to be as low as 5 degrees Fahrenheit below normal for the high plains, and as high as about 7 degrees Fahrenheit for the southeast.
Similarly, the precipitation outlook is much the same as in days 6 to 10. Above normal areas in the high plains expand slightly, and areas favored for below normal are smaller in the Midwest. Probabilities for below normal in California drop to the 50s, while probabilities elsewhere remain in the 40s. Precipitation anomalies for the week are around 2 inches above normal along the Gulf Coast and up to 2 inches below normal for the Pacific Northwest coastline.
Lastly, let's take a look at the drought monitor. Extreme drought conditions continue to expand in the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles, now covering 11% of the total area in the Skip region. A smaller region of extreme drought has also been added to the southeast of Norman. Severe drought has also expanded to south and central Texas along the Balconies Escarpment. Shifting east, there have been minor improvements since last week. The extreme drought region in Alabama was downgraded to severe, and the total area covered by severe drought also decreased. For the U.S. as a whole in the last week, the total area experiencing at least drier than normal conditions has increased, but the total area experiencing at least moderate drought has decreased.
The Climate Prediction Center is asking for help to improve the precipitation and temperature outlooks. They have linked a survey to their website to better understand how their outlooks are being used and interpreted. They estimate the survey to take about 15 minutes to complete. To check out the survey, go to their website and click the link at the top of the page that says Help Us Improve Temperature and Precipitation Outlooks. The website link is in the description box below.
Once again, this podcast is brought to you by the Oklahoma Weather Lab, a top academic weather and research program in the United States and partner of the Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program. Watch for your forecast Fridays on the Oklahoma Weather Lab channel on YouTube.